Hello everyone, Gilbert here. Welcome to Reddragon Model Works. I haven't posted much lately. Just been busy, around the house, hanging out with my grandson, etc., etc. So there's not really much on the models front, to discuss. Although I did get a couple of things done. I worked on a car. That was back in December. I've got a bunch of figures here that I started working on. And picked up a few little odds and ends here and there. But as far as models themselves, not really much done, guys. So, with that being said, there are a couple of things I did work on. One is not, two of them are not complete. One needs to be on a base and the other one needs a few more weathering products to put on them. But if you bear with me, guys, let me aim the camera right here on the desk there. And I'll show you exactly what I've been working on. Be back in a split, guys. Okay, as I mentioned, guys, I haven't really done much of anything. Let me drop this down just a little bit to get here. What I have done, though, is I worked a little bit on this Panzer. I don't have the box in front of me. This is a Panzer IV, I believe. Late model with Zimmerit, and it was excuse me, let me move this around so I can get in here. It was supposed to have been done for a group build that Baltazar, the basement modeler, and I were doing for a local group that we had here, but I never finished it. So I want to show you guys where I've been at on it now. It might not fit some of the, technically everything is correct on it, but I'm kind of liking the way this is coming along. As you see here, I did all the weathering on it. Let me get it a little closer there. I did a lot of oil work on it. Right in here you can see a little metal bearing through there using the metal powders. This stuff right here. If you give me a second, I've been using the Ushi, the Ushi powder, and I put it on clay shaper. I usually use one of these, the clay shaper, and then I'll come in, I'll dip it inside here, like so, and then I'll come in and just rub it down. It doesn't, you don't ruin a bunch of Q-tips with it that way, and So, again, like I said, I'm fully aware that this is. I still need to go in and, touch up this tarp here. I was going to make that tarp into a Nazi flag. I still might. So I was going or lay a flag like over here, because there's figures that go with this, guys. So I might put a Nazi flag like draped over here, because there's a figure. You got the tank commander, the driver, there's another cat that stands off to the side here, and then there's a few more that I have laying around there. But anyway, let's get back into this. I want to show you guys. Well, I went in too quick. Okay, let me go slowly, nice and slow. There you go. Wanted to show you some of the weathering. Now this is on the turret. This is done. I airbrushed it, and then I went in with oils. And the vast majority of this chipping or this weathering is all done with oils. So there's the turret, and it still needs a little bit of work. I mean, I'm not done with it, guys. I fully admit that. There's a few little odds and ends that still need to be done, but I'm kind of liking the way it's coming along. There. And then let me back up a little bit here, and then here's the actual tank itself. I started doing all the weathering in here. Some streak marks coming down. Let me get in a little closer. You guys can see those streak marks. I wanted to get a little rusting, coming off of those tracks there. Some streaks there. I still need to go in now and then, like here on the hinges, chip the hinges up. So they look like the paint's been chipped off from them opening and closing them. The same thing here with these mud flaps. It's been my understanding that they moved back and forth sometimes, so I want to chip those up a little bit more here. Now, here's where I've caught and I got into some trouble with the purists. That decal right there, and the one here on the turret, this one here, that one there. Now this, it called for these in the Dragon's instructions. It called for that one and that one with this number. I think it said this was a late Ardennes or I'll have to look at it, guys. Forgive me. But I saw a picture from my neighbor that this, I can make this one out. Whoop, where are we at? I can make this one out, and this one right here. And it's a black and white photo. His father was a psychologist in World War II, and they sent him over there after the war to interview the prisoners. And he's got a picture where he's standing in front of these, and this is on there. I'm not too sure about that one, but anyway, to make a long story short, I got the wah, wah. You know what? I don't care. I like it. So, make a long story short. So anyway, I still need to go in, touch up those tires, you know. These I'm going to leave alone. As you can see, I got the weathering up underneath the bottom of that right there. I need to go in and then do a little bit more on this side, dirty it up just a hint more to match this side here. Not much, because it's almost there now. It just needs a little streaking. And then do all the touch-up painting like for the tools and stuff. So, you know, there's my Panzer. And then he's going to go on a diorama. I ordered one of those little houses, you know, those little house pieces. And I'm going to have them on there where these guys, this is going to be like here, like this. There's going to be a figure in there. You got the commander there. Another cat's going to be back here. There's going to be a couple of guys standing here smoking a cigarette, a dog running. And it's going to be like they're hiding out in a yard somewhere and just enjoying a smoke. So that's that. Let me know what you guys think of it. I mean, it's still not done. Here's the back here. I was doing the other day, I did a little bit more rusting on the back there. Right there. And I can't figure out what happened to that cap, so I'm going to have to scratch build a cap to put on that. In retrospect, I should have dinged this up a little bit more, but I wasn't thinking at the time. And the same thing with these fuel cans. I need to do a little bit more work on that. And then some weathering all over here. And again, I freely admit that I probably got some of these decals wrong. But for me, it wasn't about that. It was about the paint. So, okay. So we got that. And then I started working on this guy right here. I just dropped something there and I'll get to them. I started working on this guy right here. Now, a few of you have seen him on Facebook. This is from the Age of Sigmar. So I painted this guy up. Those metals are, I think I used the Citadel, and then once I did, there's two different kind of golds on that. And then for highlights, I went in with a brighter gold, and then didn't like that, and just did a little touch up with some of the liquid gold, the Vallejo liquid gold, and did that. And then painted them up really cool. So I got this guy done. And I'm pretty proud of him. I got to do a few other ones now. I still need to go in and on the hammer here. The hammers, they're too shiny. Well, come on, focus for me. The hammers are a little bit too shiny. So what I want to do is I want to go in and add like a little, once I hit another coat of this stuff, the Gauzy on it, I'm going to add some burnt sienna to it. So there's that guy. Whoop, wrong way. Whoop, sorry about that. Then I started working on this cat right here. Now this is a Games Workshop Grey Knight, the Dread Knight, the Grey Dread Knight. I cut off, there's two pieces. As a matter of fact, I got them right here. These pieces, they go like here on the shoulders, and they come down like that. And you can't pose the arms like that. And Richard and I were talking. He said, just cut them off. So that's what I did. I cut them off. So let me move them back over here so you can see them under the light. So now this guy was done with the same paint that I painted the Imperial Knight with. There is a silver Vallejo base up underneath him, and the top of it, the overcoat is done with, do I have it in front of me here? With this stuff right here. The Badger Minotaur, is done with this. The Badger Minotaur Ghost Tint Plasma Fluid. This stuff right here. And that's the blue that I got here. And if you notice, like right here, there's a little darker. There's a little hint of magenta ghost tint in there. But yeah, this is got his face. His face. Most of this was done with the Badger Chrome and the Badger Sotar 2020, except for the here. If you notice, let me get something to point with. His face here, that was done with a brush. All this gold filigree work, all the little touch-ups with the gold, were done with a zero brush. That's my first attempt at doing non-metallic metallic sword. And then I went in with the Sotar 2020, if I can get it in without it jamming up on me. And I did some little burnt marks there on that end, and then here on the gun here. So down in here, that was airbrushed, and then I used different metals, brass and stuff, and I just went in and dry brushed them in there. But all that gold, all the silver, that was all done with a brush. That wasn't done like here on the hoses. That was all done with a brush. It wasn't done with a airbrush. All the little detail work, the fine detail work. So I did that. During the hangout the other day, I started painting this little thing. This is a Vespa from the van ship, from that show, The Last Exile. It's an anime, and this thing is, there's my thumb. It tells you show you how big it is. And I airbrushed this with the Sotar. I need to go in now with a brush, and then all this has got to be brass, and then all the little decals that go on it and stuff like that there. So that's pretty cool. It goes with a bigger van ship, and I'll be showing that in a later video. But I also have done a few other things here and there. If you can see there, I started working on her a little bit. I need to add. I started her flesh tones. That's the Badger Minotaur flesh. That right there. Right there, Mr. Mook. You got Mook. You got my little girly there. And I did a couple of touch-ups on that cat right there. The Kung Fu Samurai or the zombie. And then I picked up. I'll show you what I picked up that I'm going to be doing soon. This guy right here, from Pegaso Models. It's a Mayan priest. This is pretty good, so there'll be a review on this in the coming days. So the other thing I did, now I say this all the time. I love armor, but I've only built 3 pieces of armor in the last 4 years. That's the third one. There was 4. There was a diorama I did. There was a, oh God, I can't remember. A little bitty tank that Fernando Duarte gave me. And then I did a Merkava. That's the 4th one I've done. As far as cars, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cars I've done. And then I did this one. This is the Stacy David 32 Roadster. And, I originally had it in a green, a candy green. And I don't know, I just didn't like it. So I got rid of it. Then I did it in a, like almost a metal flake, a pearl green. And although it was nice, I didn't like it. So I stripped it again. And then I left, and then I went to the bare metal, and I really liked the way the bare metal came out. So there's that. Now, in looking back on it now, I should have put the linkages and all that on this, and I probably still can. It'll be a little difficult. No, I think I'll leave it alone. The next one I do, I need to order linkages, so I'm going to go over to this brother right here, and I'm going to give him a shout out right away, because he, that cat right there, Chevy Cheeseburg's extreme scale detail. I ordered from them, and then in about 2 days, bingo, it was at my house. So I'm going to go see if he's got like linkages and throttle cables and all that other stuff, because that's what I need for my next project. But yeah, I got this guy here. For the most part, it's all done out of the box. The only thing that I didn't do out of the box was that I added the cables there, but the rest of it is out of the box. I didn't add the door handles because I wanted it to look like there's a little button there. So that's why I didn't add that. And it kind of looks pretty cool without them, streamlined. And then here's the interior. I went with a brown. If you can notice it, I did a brown interior. And I kind of weathered that. Like a chocolate brown. And then I have I kept the green highlights along the side there. You see? That's the color it was originally, the car. But I kept those because I thought it gave it a little pop there. So, and I kind of weathered those seats down a little bit. And then let me back up. I'll show you the underside of it. There's the underside. This fell off just now when I grabbed it, so I got to add it back on. But anyway, this was done for a magazine. It's still viable. I just asked permission if I can post it, and I was told I could. So this is my 32 Roadster. Let me know what you guys think, you car guys. Let me know how you like it. If you like it, if you don't like it. The finish is all clad. I used my Badger Styrene black underneath it. I let that dry. I wiped it down with a tack cloth, and then I shot it over with some all-clad chrome. Now, of course, everybody knows all-clad chrome isn't really shiny chrome. It gave me this. And it wasn't, I didn't clear it. I left it alone. And then about, I don't know, a few days ago, when I asked permission if I could post this, I had gotten in some of this Gauzy. And this is what I have shot over all the metallic on him and on him. And it didn't ruin the finish. So, you know, I took a chance. I masked off the window. The wheels hadn't been glued down yet, so I took the wheels off, masked off the license plate, and then put some masking fluid over the glass. And then I shot a mist coat of this, and then two what you would consider wet coats. I didn't flood it, but I put a couple of wet coats, and that's the shine. It didn't take away from the shine, guys. So this Gauzy is really good, man. You guys ought to look into it. It's really good. Now, I've had the same kind of success with all-clad, you know, the aqua gloss, but every now and then, you know, it'll fog up on me, and it didn't do it. It didn't do it with this, and I didn't want to take that chance of it taking that shine, you know, dulling it down. Now, I've got a picture with it. I took a couple of pictures of it before I cleared it, and 2 of them after I cleared it, and I can't tell the difference, guys. It may have taken some off. It may not have. I don't know. Again, I can't tell the difference on it. Now, there's a little dust on that. Let me wipe that down. Yeah. Yeah, see, there was a little dust on it, and it was kind of clouding that up. But, yeah, I can't tell the difference. See, there's nothing coming off. So, yeah, there it is. Let me know what you guys think of it. You know, I had it all over Facebook, and I got a really good response on it. Again, that's all-clad, guys. The all-clad chrome. That's what I used. With all-clad, you got to be real careful how you spray it on. I know a lot of guys that have trouble with it. But when you put it on, I usually shoot my all-clad at about 10 psi, 10 to 12 psi, and very lightly. I mean, sometimes you can't even see it going on, and then you just got to build up the coats, and that's what I did there. So, yeah, Let me know what you guys think, and I'll be back in a second. So, that's it from here in Smog's Cave. There's another thing I want to discuss real quick, you know, and I want to give a real, excuse me, man, I'm trying to fix this camera. I want to give a pretty good a thank you for this. There is a, I belong to a birthday group, and it's hosted by Paul Bretland and the boys over at Live at the Bench crew. And it's you know, I was part of the Secret Santa group build that they had, the Secret Santa giveaway, and that was pretty cool. And then they did the birthday thing this year, and there's quite a few of us in there, and it's a really cool thing, man. You know, we all pitch in a certain amount of money. It's the same for everybody. If there's 2 or 3 guys, we pitch in the, you know, the amount for the 2 or 3 guys, you know, in the month, and everybody gets the same amount when it comes to a kit. So, you know, I've got a scale mates up, and I've got a few things on there, you know, and because I'm all over the place, man. I mean, you know, anyway, make a long story short. So this is what I got in the mail. And some of you guys that watched last week's Live at the Bench, you saw it. I got the speeder bike, you know, the Scout Trooper speeder bike. This thing is pretty cool, man. It really is. And I can't wait to get it. As a matter of fact, I might even just sit down and start doing this one real soon. Maybe this weekend. And then the other thing, there was this huge box, man. And I'm thinking, man, these guys pulled a funny on me because, you know, this box was huge. This thing came in the mail. This one here. Now, when I saw this thing, man, I was like, what? And the first thing, you know, the minute I see it, I start thinking paint. So I'm thinking, you know, this piece back here is huge, man. It's got to be about 7 inches long, this piece right here. So it's got its own stand to hold this all up. But anyway, I started thinking paint job. Now, I have been watching a bunch of anime shows and a few builds from Japan, and I've seen this done in a candy color. Not this particular model, but I've seen them done in a candy color, and I think they're pretty cool as long as you don't weather them up. Now, there's some people out there that question my judgment on it and said that I might as well call myself shit if I painted candy. But you know what? I think I'm going to do that. I might just paint this in a candy color, maybe a candy red, or you know, because these things, they got those crazy colors. Like this piece here could be done in the candy, this orange, you know, here. I think that would look nice in a candy, all the orange, and then the rest of it in a flat. But we'll see. I might do all this in a candy and these in a flat. I don't know yet. I'm not going to weather it up though. I want it nice and shiny because I'm going to put this, I'm going to get a little, I got this this glass display box, but I don't think I'll be able to get it in there with this piece in there. But I'll just, you know, this is going to be a centerpiece here on my desk here. So yeah, I can't wait to get to it. And yes, I'm going to use some candies on it, and you know, we'll see how it works. You know, blah ha ha ha. So anyway, I wanted to thank those brothers, you know, for that. It's a really cool thing, you know, and I really enjoy it, you know. A lot of guys, you know, it's a good way to keep, you know, involvement with the community. So anyway, I just wanted to say to you guys out there, Paul, you know, and all the crew over at the ISM Live at the Bench, and all the brothers that are in that birthday pool, thank you, man. I really appreciated it. You know, you threw me with that one because I would have never expected a Gundam. And thank you guys. I love it. I really do. So, with that being said, I think I'm going to sit down and I got to start working on my Zero for the Pacific Theater group build. And I'll start working on that tonight. You know, I've got all the photo etch. I'm just waiting for my flux to come in, so I can do you know, solder all the parts. You know, so just waiting for the flux to come in. But anyway, there's some great builds out there, guys. You know, I'm enjoying watching, trying to catch up with some of these videos, and also on the Facebook pages. The other thing I want to remind you, like off to this site here on the GooglePlus page, when you see this video on GooglePlus, off to the right here, which will be, yeah, it'll be your left anyway. off to right here where I'm looking, there's a description tab there, and it's got all the different folders in there where you can upload stuff. I'm going to upload a folder there for the Pacific area group build, if you guys want to be a part of that and maybe try to get some of one of these, this $45 Hobby Lobby card that Kenny Spielman has donated for the cause. So I'm going to do that today. There'll be a folder up if you guys on the Google Plus page want to get involved in that. You got till June 30th. So remember, it has to be an unstarted kit. It has to be something from the Pacific Theater, and it has to, World War II. It has to be from there. Anything goes, but it has to be something that was in the Pacific Theater during World War II. So with that, brothers and sisters, you be good to your families, man. Love them. Love your children. Be good to them, man. They're gifts from the Creator, my friends. Leave the drama to the queens. You know, sometimes it finds us, sometimes it doesn't. I'm seeing it happen on Facebook, and it's a damn shame that people can't keep their mouth shut. They like throwing shade. But just, you know, don't get involved in it, man. It's best just to ignore them. Eventually they'll go away. And just build a goddamn model, guys. Enjoy life, man, you know. You guys have a great one. We'll see you guys in a couple of weeks, and don't forget this weekend we'll have a hangout over on the Styrene Syndicate page. Please, you know, if come and hang out with us, man. You guys have a good one. Stay safe, stay healthy, man. Build a goddamn model.